Hey everyone, welcome back to a new week on Chosen by Jesus, the
Woohoo!
podcast. My name is Kelley Tyan.
I'm Taylor Tyan.
I'm the mom,
I'm the daughter.
and we are here to really encourage you in your faith every single week.
Yes.
This is about staying on track faithfully, courageously, and today we want to jump right in. We are talking about why is it so hard to surrender to God, like all in, all surrender.
Yes.
It's how do we finally
easier
let
said
go?
than done.
It is easier said than done, but this is what we want to talk about today because so many of us tend to control everything.
We want to control everything.
And so we are excited to jump in. And before we do that, really quick, we want to make sure that you are getting our weekly emails so you can know what's happening in our community, whether you're local in Massachusetts or virtual. We have lots of fun things coming up. Head to kelleytyan.com and get on that newsletter list.
Our membership community. We had our first one. It was amazing.
And also, guys, send us your prayer request.
Yes.
Make sure you're following us on Instagram at Chosen by Jesus.
And what you want us to talk about. A lot of these episodes are based off of that. And
yes,
it's amazing that we get to help you guys out.
Like tonight.
Tuesday by Tuesday.
Tuesday by Tuesday. But today is all about surrendering. And I know if I were to ask you, you're holding on to something right now that you are trying to control, that you don't want to let go. I mean, haven't you held on to things like in your life?
Every little thing, especially before Jesus, I was like, I got this, I got that, I got this. And it's like,
it's true.
I had 1,000 pounds weights on my shoulders. And the second I've mastered the art of surrendering to the Lord, it's like that weight is instantaneously lifted off my shoulders with, like we say every episode, the discipline and power of prayer.
Right. That's exactly what it's like. If you need a visual, I'm so visual.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
it's like
1,000-pound
you
weights.
have a weighted vest on, which, first of all, if you don't have a weighted vest, I don't, but I heard they're amazing.
Oh, to work out?
Yes, to go walking with a weighted vest.
I feel like I'd fall over. Catch me like on the side of the street.
Because it would like tip you over.
Yeah.
But that's what it's like. It's almost like you did your walk, you have the weighted vest on, and you come home and want to take it off.
Each pound of the weighted vest is every little thing you're holding on to.
Yes.
And the more you're holding on to, the heavier.
Yes.
The heavier that
the
vest
burdens
is.
Yes. And we carry those things.
Oh,
I know, for me, I've learned, like you said, Till, like over the years to surrender everything. It didn't happen all at once.
Not overnight.
Not at all. Like I had to surrender my marriage.
Yeah.
I had to surrender
Your daughter.
my daughter, my kids. No, literally.
Yes.
I had to surrender things because I wanted to control my mothering. And I had to learn to let go of trying to control my kids as they're 16, 17, 18 and becoming young adults. There are certain things that I can model a behavior I want my kids to hopefully have in the home, but I can't tell you exactly every little thing to do and say when you're away from me.
And even if we want to learn it, it's like we can't remember taking everything. Like we have to walk through our own walk to grow and get to where we are. And what you could do, like we've said before, is just lead by example. Model that role model that you want to be. Show up and act like that, and talk like that, and preach like that, and walk like that, and you'll only surrender that your daughter and your son will turn out just fine.
It's like I had to just let go and ask God, though. The key thing that I did when it came to my kids is, Lord, I literally have to just hand them over to you.
Yeah.
Like all in. Like your brother being in college,
I
it's
mean,
a
I
form of
even had to surrender that. I'm like praying for him
yes,
every day. Remember
yes.
guys, he recently went to New York and me and mom are literally going to New York like next month. And we go, oh, you can't do any public transportation. You can't do this. You can't do that. He sent us a video
He's
in
like,
Central Park at night. And I go, you can't be in Central Park
we're
at
like,
night.
don't go on the
I go,
subway.
don't do this.
Don't do this. Don't do that. We're like, but
We're
there
like, you know
comes a
what?
point like Dad is
Jesus.
so good.
Yes.
And thank God that we have
He's like,
Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel.
Dad's like, relax, girls. And we're like, you know, Jesus, just put your angels around him.
Yes.
He's going to be okay. He's a 19-year-old boy wanting to
Yes.
experience a Celtics game, God forbid, in New York with a crazy sister and a mother.
But that's the hard part of
Right.
surrendering. And we want you to think about in your life, maybe you are a parent or maybe it's your finances and you're
Yeah.
so like just burdened and overwhelmed. And sometimes that act of surrendering it all to the Lord, letting him take that from you, take that weighted vest off.
Yeah.
It's like allows you to breathe. It allows you to have peace
Right.
and a calmness that you won't have until you actually surrender those things. And
Yeah.
again, it's one by one, it's little by little. It's not, none of us can probably just give everything all at once.
Right. We can't just give it up like
right.
a handful.
It's really
it
hard.
comes stage by stage.
It does.
Like even for me and all the younger individuals out there tapping into their faith and going through different friendships and relationships, when sometimes you just get that feeling that, okay, maybe this isn't the right friendship, this isn't the right relationship, but you don't know how to go about shutting doors and you don't know how to do it the right way. Like I had to, all my relationships, all of the men I've been with have treated me amazingly. And that's not.
You only had two first.
I had a few, but they were like really great. But if the time came for us to be apart, I had to let God allow that to happen and not hold on to that. And the same with friendships that, well, I can do, you know, everybody else is jumping off the bridge. Let me jump off the bridge and drink and do all of the crazy stuff. But it's fun in the moment. Don't get me wrong. But is that right? Like that detox, that social media cleanse that I went on, you know, everybody else is on it. What makes me any different? But until I really fully gave myself to the Lord and surrendered everything I had from, you know, our iPhones are such a powerful weapon for us these days. And you can use them as good, but a lot of bad comes within it. And we're doom scrolling and we get lost in the, you know, I've said this so many times, the comparisons and everything, that if you just surrender yourself and get in the Bible, like give that up at least once a day, it's just amazing the way he shifts you from wanting to finding your purpose in life. And when you surrender with him, it's a beautiful thing.
It is. And it's like, I have to surrender my thoughts every single morning when I get up. And I know even for you mature Christians out there, maybe you've been walking with the Lord for a long time, surrendering is literally a daily thing.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No.
It's because it means laying down our plans for his. And that's hard.
Well, because
like what we're saying, it's not easy. We want to hold on.
Control is in all of our human nature. And a lot of us these days, I mean, if you read in the Bible, God doesn't give us stress, anxiety, the control freakiness that we all have in us. He gives us peace, love, happiness, but we don't experience those things if we don't surrender to him.
Right.
So a lot of it is, we'll have these rose-colored glasses on for all of the wrong things. And until we put our yellow ones on, like we said, our godly made kingdom glasses, that's when it really makes a difference in your life. And you see things through clarity and you just almost reawaken. Like I rewoke.
It is an awakening.
It's like,
I love that.
An awakening. Like I was Taylor 1.0 and then Taylor 2.0 is with Jesus. And you guys, whether you're in your teens, your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Right.
There's always a 2.0 with the Lord, and that version of yourself is spectacular. And that's the most amazing version you're ever going to have. And we're always a work in progress, but being that version of yourself opens opportunity, doors that you couldn't even imagine, abundance, whatever you need. That surrendering feel takes you there 10 times faster than holding on to that. It's like the shackles and that weighted vest just breaks off of you.
But again, it's like it's laying down our plans for actually his.
Right.
And it's as hard as that is, always remember this. He has better plans. He has a better future for you if you can just lay it down and trust in him. That verse, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. We actually did an episode on this verse. Like, go back if you need to listen to it. But it's trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. It's very hard to not want to lean on your thoughts, your plans, your ways, and all the things you want to do.
Like, how many of us have, you used to laugh at me because I'd be like, all right, I'm going to be married by... literally now I'm 26. I was like, Mom,
you had your kids' names picked out.
I'm gonna be ready by 26. I'm gonna have children by 28. I'm gonna have a home, blah blah blah, da 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 da. And it's like, then you turn 26 and the stress you have from not completing these goals that you've set up in your head. But guess what? I could rush my life at 26, or I could be happily married at 30 years old on God's road and his plan. That's one example, but maybe you guys are job searching right now and you don't necessarily, or let's say maybe you got, thrown off from your job, not fired, but whatever, laid off. Sometimes it's easy to get down on yourself. Nobody likes rejection, but when you get into prayer mode, that could have been for a reason. And then God opens doors even bigger. Like, I had a friend of mine really excited to join this law firm, and they got sued, and he would have been a part of that whole thing. And that door shut on him. And it was like, Jesus is like, all right, like, you don't need to go that route. He didn't take it. And now he's not in the hot mess that firm's in. And it's an amazing story.
It is. Think about all the amazingness.
The abundance.
That can come out of surrendering. So ask yourself right now, like, where in your life do you need to really let go? And again, we did do an episode, Let Go, Let God. Go back. That was in the very beginning. But this is different because we're talking about laying it down fully, an act of surrender.
The control freak in you.
Seriously. We all have it. We all have a little bit of freak in us.
A little control freakiness.
Control freaks. Totally.
Like, Tony, you can't walk all the way to the center of town.
No, it's awful. It's all about the surrender. I have to surrender as a parent all the time. Even as a spouse, being married. Sometimes I want my husband to believe the way I believe and do this the way I would do it, or parent the way I want him to parent. That's not happening. I have to surrender all those things to the Lord, or else I'll drive myself crazy and have anxiety. And again, it's an active decision to let God lead every area of your life. So ask yourself right now, where do you need to actively decide to let God lead in your life? And think about that, because it could be holding you back.
And get excited for the powerful moves that he has if you surrender to him.
In Luke 22, verse 42 says, not my will, but yours be done. Think of that. It's not when we start walking with the Lord, we are partnering up with him. We want him to lead, right?
Because who wouldn't want him as a partner?
Or who wouldn't want, I know that I want Jesus telling me my next steps.
Yeah.
I want him showing me the way. I want him finding the next opportunity for me so I don't have to chase and be exhausted. I mean, I've been working in this coaching industry for over 20 years, you guys. I've been coaching women forever. And there were moments that I was chasing people, chasing clients, chasing this, chasing money. Like, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Until I finally was like, Lord, I want you to decide and choose the women who want to work with me. This podcast was an act of surrender.
Yes.
You know, where do you want us to go? Like, this was us saying yes to him because we surrendered. And
it's been a beautiful thing. We've had so much fun.
I hope you guys are having so much fun listening to us.
I get to come home like twice a week.
It's so fun. I love it. And listen, little side note, make sure if you're not subscribed, they say 70% of people that listen to podcasts or watch them on YouTube are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. It helps us. We do this for free.
Yeah.
This helps us reach more people so we can bless them and empower them in their faith and let them know that they're not alone. So let's talk for a minute about why, again, it's so hard to surrender. Because in our notes, we want to go back to this so we don't get off track. We confuse surrender with passivity.
Yeah.
It's the fear of the unknown. Haven't you ever thought, what if God doesn't come through the way I want?
Right.
That's again saying, yes, I'm going to surrender, but I'm taking I want to control it.
Well, right. It's like we can't control. Once you understand this, guys, that we can't, if there's one message, one phrase you can get, like, we surrender to the Lord and we can't control those outcomes. I want you guys to practice. Take that one thing we asked you in the beginning, and instead of saying, Jesus, I am surrendering this to you and I want this to happen, say, Jesus, let your will be done. Whatever is meant for Taylor Tyan, Kelley Tyan, please show me the way. Open that door and close the doors, that even the doors that I could be praying about opening, if those aren't meant for me, close them.
Yeah.
Show me your way, because there's such a difference, like you said, and you don't want to half surrender where you're like, all right, I'm going to give it up to God, but you really genuinely deep down are like, but make sure I'm doing this, this, and that.
Right.
That's not, he's not going to open that door unless you fully take off that vest and give it up to him.
It is. And it's a practice.
Yeah.
We need to all practice. All right. We're going to practice surrendering every morning, maybe getting on your knees. I talk about that a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting on your knees in the morning, praying, like you just said, specific prayers.
Yeah.
I'm all about praying specific prayers. Like, give them the details. Like, what do you actually need to surrender? Because this is the deal. This is the truth bomb for you all. You can't be full of faith and full of control at the same time.
Right.
Right? Like, you can't say, I'm so faithful and I'm so letting God do, I'm surrendering.
But then you're like, Jesus, if you don't do this, I swear to God.
Right. Or like, I'm just going to have control over this situation.
Yeah, just this one.
Right. You can't. It's either you're all in, surrendered in the area that you're surrendering in, or you're trying to control it. Right. In Isaiah 55, 8 and 9, I love this. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. Yeah. Remember, we don't have the same thoughts that Jesus has.
Right.
He has higher thoughts.
Better.
Thoughts. Everything's better with Jesus. And that's the best thing. It's like, it's trusting God's timing in ways over our own.
Well, like the whole pride thing, like we have such a pride within ourselves that we don't want to give that up, but it's not the way we should be thinking about it. Like, we can't do the things that God can. Like, we can't handle it better. Like,
no,
we can't say this and this and this is what should happen. It's literally giving it up to him.
Right.
It's like that t-shirt we have where it's, I can't, but I know a guy.
Right.
It's Jesus.
Right. And this is what happens when we surrender. we get the peace that you were just talking about that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever noticed? I know for me, when again, talking about my son going to New York, for an example, I literally was up all night. No, but before he left, I was having anxiety. I was having panic attacks, thinking about him in the park, him doing things he shouldn't be doing, like all the things.
Just being a boy.
And I'm trying to surrender it. I'm like, Lord, take it, please.
Yeah.
Like I had to actually scream out loud and like, I'm like a crazy woman behind the scenes. You should see me sometimes.
Dad was probably like,
no, I'm literally like,
all right, I'm going to go out with the guys.
No, I'm
tonight.
such a nut sometimes because I have to scream to Jesus sometimes because I do. I have to just take this from me.
I can't
I'm
do
like,
that. My walls are too thin.
But I have to give it to him vocally, like like yell, like scream. Like sometimes I'm like so
scream
crazy
in my head.
But I had I do too. But I actually had the peace finally.
Yeah.
I'm like, a peace that makes no sense. It's Philippians 4:6.
Yeah.
And then you gain clarity. God can finally direct your steps when you actually surrender. He can say, Kel, you're going to be fine.
You crazy nut.
You crazy nut. And then the other thing is when we really surrender, that's when we experience God's favor in our lives. It's so beautiful to have the favor. As I already said, you can stop striving and chasing, and he'll start opening the doors. Your favor will be upon your business, your finances. Money will appear that you had no idea where it came from.
Your
Seriously,
relationships.
it's crazy.
Like when you guys, if you've listened to, my testimonies, when I explained in the very beginning how I did not surrender where the circumstances and what was going to happen in my future life with my biological father. And I used to search him in the database, and I'd call the jail if he moved and be like, where is he today? Like, why is he gone? Like, I'd break down crying because I lost the control. Like, I knew his exact timing of when he was getting out. And when I finally was able
for new people that just tuned in, let's make sure they know she's talking about, you'll have to listen to episode 1, her testimony.
To go back there.
I know, but for brand new listeners, and thank you for being here, Taylor.
Yeah.
She has a biological father and she went through a really hard time.
Yeah.
So I just wanted, we got to make sure they know.
Okay,
they might have jumped in on episode 5.
And they're like, oh God.
Like, what's going on here?
I haven't seen none of us have spoken with him since I was like 3 years old, and he's in prison. And as a little girl growing up, just, the feeling of rejection and self-doubt as your own biological father why would he just leave you? So it's like, I would search for him.
Right.
All the time.
But then you let it go. And
then I
surrendered
surrendered that. And I was like, I don't know the last time I've looked at the database and checked, because
I love that.
Jesus has my back, and he's my father, and Dad's dad and my father. And if anything comes up, it comes up. But I'm not thinking of scenarios in my head and thinking I have to fly out there and go make it happen like a force.
Right. Like you actually fully surrendered.
Yeah.
Which is so beautiful. And that's a hard thing to do. I'm not saying that was easy what you did.
Well, I'm giving examples for the people that are listening that might be going through similar, where they didn't come grown up in a nice childhood environment, and they have trauma and abuse and alcoholism and all this bad stuff in the world. Everybody carries, burdens and stuff.
And the thing is when we can finally take our hands off that steering wheel, God can finally drive the car to where it is supposed to go. Like you finally have that peace, Taylor, in your life, that surrendering is the only way you got there.
Right.
And that's what we really want. It is. That's what we really want you to take away from this episode is, so let's go over a couple practical ways before we end the episode to surrender. Every morning, it's God, like you already said a beautiful prayer. I surrender this day. I surrender my thoughts, my plans and my outcomes. Remember, if you're going to surrender, you have to know that it's his outcomes, not yours.
Right.
Like Taylor surrendering, letting go of searching and chasing. She had to let go of whatever the outcome is. If she, someday God allows this to happen, or you meet him or whatever. But if not, God is protecting you over something.
Right.
So that's full surrender. And it's also checking your heart every single morning. If you start to feel anxious or controlling, pause and pray. That's a huge one, right?
Yeah.
Like sitting in the prayer and not getting anxious and making yourself crazy, like, me talking about your brother.
Right, right.
But it's also staying in the Word. If you are feeling anxious or you're trying to control things, get in the Word. The more you know God's
Scripture and Bible. Oh my God.
Right. But the easier you'll be able to trust his plan. So the more you know your Father in heaven, the more you can trust him, right? And it's surrounding yourself, like we always say, with faith-filled people.
Like this community, guys, is everything. I mean, for us, the community we've created locally, I mean, just gathering those dozen of women together and them, just having a safe space to talk about all of these things.
Yes. And that's how you get fueled up to know that you're not alone. And, they remind you to stay surrendered, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful having your faith community. And the last one is journaling. We always talk about it, but take the journal out. Just write what's on your mind.
Yeah.
What do you need to let go of? And so we want to leave you with this. Take one thing today, one area of your life, and fully surrender it to God. Write it down, pray over it, have somebody keep you accountable. Maybe it's us. If you're following us on Chosen by
DM
Jesus,
us.
CBJ, DM us. We want to pray for you and watch what God will do with your obedience. It's a beautiful thing. So we are just so blessed that you tuned in today.
Yes.
We pray that you can fully learn how to surrender. It's work, you guys. Faith.
Oh yeah.
It's work. We're all
Planting
on a faith
seed,
journey.
you gotta water it every single day.
Every single day. And we want to encourage you. And if this episode has encouraged you, please share it with a friend. Leave us a review. Tag us on social. And don't forget to subscribe to the episode. And we pray every single week. We just want to pray for you to have the courage and the strength today that Jesus, I'm just asking you, Lord, give the listener today, whoever it is, the courage and the strength to surrender, lay it down so they can go to that next level in the area that they're trying to get to, whether it's in their health and fitness, whether it's in their marriage, their relationships, family life, whatever it is, job. Help them to surrender so they can walk in your ways and experience the supernatural peace that only you can give them.
Amen to that.
Amen.
We love you
CBJ
guys.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
And remember, you're chosen.
You're chosen.